Hello. Hey, what's up, y'all? How you doing? Anyway, so I just want to get in straight into this because this just came through. And it's just the importance of self-concept. And like, okay, your self-concept is so important to everything that you do. Like, now more than ever, it's even more apparent. Okay, and it's directly related to the amount of success that you will achieve. Not that you can, because you can do anything, but what you're willing to do is determined by your self-concept. Okay, what kind of defines, like, what are the ingredients to your self-concept? We'll start with number one. Number one is going to be accountability. Okay, when I say accountability, I mean the unwavering desire to be lame. What do I mean by that? Okay, I'm gonna draw it out. So when we talk about accountability, that word doesn't even compute with many people, because it just sounds too serious. Like, I like to say this: be lame. Be lame. Why? Because what is be lame? What is be lame? It's blame. And accountability is just your ability to take the blame. Now, when you put it like that, it does sound a lot more easier, right? Well, at least it should be. But the reason why I say that accountability is literally linked to your ability to be lame is because, look, let's break it down real quick. Describe someone that's lame. Like, they own everything, right? Someone who's lame owns their lameness. They own themselves. And this directly translates to what? Self-sustain ability. Right? And self-sustainability, right? Self-sustainability, all that means is sovereignty. And that's number two. But let me break this down, right? Accountability is your ability to be lame, meaning your ability to take the blame, take the fall. Why? Because when you can take the fall, you don't end up externalizing your power. There's nothing that anyone can say to you that is going to make you move, that's going to trigger you, that's going to take you down from your own position of your self-concept, right? This is all this falls under the entire category of self-concept. And the more that you can accept all things about you, whether they're true or not, the more you can learn to accept and just be lame. Just be lame. Blame yourself. Oh yeah, I did it. I might have done that, yeah. Now what? Now what can they say? Oh, you did? That's it, right? Or they can just be like, oh, okay, cool. You see how much more smoother that is? Because it's not about blaming yourself. At the root of blame is acceptance. You accept this thing for what it is. You accept that, this is what it is. Now, I'm not saying, right, that if somebody is lying on your name, or they're just being outright just wrong, that doesn't mean you don't take. That's not a situation where you take accountability for it, because you dead ass didn't do anything. Use your discernment. You have to understand when and who to pick your battles with, right? a lot of the times people don't know how to take accountability. They don't know how to be lame. They don't know how to just accept. They are, their self-concept is like a grip. They're gripping on for dear life onto these ideas of multiple identities of who they think they are in their mind. And so when anyone says anything different, they snap. They'll come back at you. They'll do this. They'll just you'll feel like this energy, like, whoa, like it's like hostile. And that's because they don't know how to be lame. They don't know how to de-stress. They don't know how to release that grip. And so self-concept starts with self-acceptance. And self-acceptance, literally, on the other hand of that stick, is accountability. So allow yourself to just be. Allow yourself to just collapse your own idea of what you think you are or who you think you are. Collapse the reality. Let it be. Let it change. Let it be fluid. Allow your reality to be fluid. Allow yourself to be fluid. Allow yourself. That's the simplest. That's number one to your self-concept. Because you are fluid. You're not a rigid, you're not a stick. You weren't, yes, while your body is divine and in its own nature and it's all these beautiful elements and light and all of these things, you're not as stiff as a tree, right? Your body has the ability to move in all different sorts of ways and all this stuff. It's fluid. And so anytime you hold rigidity anywhere, it's going to also manifest in your physical body or your biology, your physiology, meaning your nervous system. I'll give an example. If you're someone who's very, very rigid, or if you observe somebody who's very, very rigid, or they're very highly opinionated, or they're very stuck in their ways, what you'll observe is they're probably holding tension somewhere in their body. They may have back problems, they may have neck problems, they might have lower body issues. You'll find that they're rigid everywhere else in their biology and their physiology, right? Maybe sometimes they'll be storing tension, like their body won't allow them to calm down and relax, and it's because they're holding this really tight grip, like, I can't release the fact that I'm XYZ, right? And over time, that's gonna lead to, of course, these illnesses or a dis-ease. You're not gonna feel easy. You're not gonna rest easy because life doesn't seem easy for you because you're not allowing yourself to be, right? So that's number one for self-concept. The second thing is sovereignty. Okay. When we talk about sovereignty, let's just kind of get the idea out of our heads that sovereignty means that you're like a god, or like you're like this powerful. Because what seems to come to mind, not for me, but I know that a lot of times when it comes to sovereignty, we only really hear that word when it comes to like economics or something political, right? Something that's very like, that seems outside of us, something very big. But the concept of sovereignty for ourselves as human beings doesn't mean that we're bigger than the things outside of us. It actually just means that we're big in inside of us, right? We're not above anybody else. We're not better than anybody else. We don't think that we're better than anybody else. That's not true sovereignty. Sovereignty means you're self-sustainable, meaning your body's able to heal itself, to nourish itself. It knows how to de-stress. It can regulate its emotions. It can regulate the mind. And it's not quick to assume or jump on or have these emotional outbursts. Sovereignty is directly linked to your ability to allow the collapsing or death of who you think you are. It's fluid. It's not rigid. Rigidity is actually more closely related to control, right? A means to control outcomes. Sovereignty doesn't seek control. Sovereignty just seeks to be natural in every single moment that exists now. Free expression. That's sovereignty. That's power. Your power stems in your ability to freely express yourself. But you can't freely express yourself if you cannot just be. If you cannot allow your own ideas to be something different or to create something different. Right? Your sovereignty is your power of your self-concept. If you think of it like a system, self-concept, the main ingredient is to allow yourself to be, which then produces the output of sovereignty. And the more that you allow yourself to be fluid, it's going to power your self-concept. So it literally works like a machine. And I will draw it out for you guys. So here we go. We have self-concept, or you can do it like it's math, whatever. You can add them together. Self-concept. Self-concept comes here. This is the input. If we're gonna do it like that, input. You have the output, and then we have the fuel. The fuel tank, right? The fuel tank. What powers it? Sovereignty. What powers sovereignty? Your ability to be lame. Your ability to hold yourself accountable. Right? So it goes input, output, and this is the fuel. This is the gas. Okay? This is the gas to your system of beliefs of who you are. Input, self-concept. You want to create a better self-concept? You need to have this to fuel self-concept. You first need the gas to fuel your car. To fuel your car, you need to put some gas in the tank. And then the output is going to be here. Sovereignty. Does that make sense? And so it's just it's a mechanism. It's a feedback loop that just repeats itself. It rinses and repeats itself. The more that you allow yourself to just flow. It's nothing crazy. It's literally just accepting who you are and allowing things to be as they are. Even people, allowing people to be who they are. No judgment. Even if they're mean, let them be mean. That has nothing to do with you. Right? They might be having a bad day. Why take it personally? Right? All of these things is power. It's power in yourself. Like you're powering yourself. You don't find power through validation other than on yourself. You don't need external validation when you're sovereign. You don't rely on anything. You don't own anything but yourself. It's ownership. Right? Sovereignty is ownership. And that goes back to what? Accountability, being lame. It's ownership. So again, your self-concept begins with how fluid you allow yourself to be. How free you allow yourself to express yourself. Then the sovereignty comes. Then you start to power yourself. Start to turn on the engine a little bit. And the more you do this, the more your system's just going to flow naturally. And it's just going to work like this. It's going to flow. It's going to be like, oh, I'm not even really. It's like when you're running sometimes. If you're a runner, you know this, but when you're running sometimes you reach like a flow state where your legs are operating and you're not really, your legs are running, but you're not really doing the work. You know what I mean? It's just a natural thing. Same thing here. All right, so if you found this video helpful, like it up, like it up, and I want you to know that you can do anything. Your self-concept starts with the knowing that you can do anything, but your will to do it is determined by how fluid you can be, by how moldable, how you can bend and adapt to environments, situations, to people, and even to your own self-idea. It's not surrendering to an idea of what people think you are. It's not that. But when you learn this, you'll begin to see the difference. Like, just try it out. You'll see the difference between someone who's trying to tell you who you are versus you surrendering and you kind of like taking it in a little bit and allowing it to like be what it is, and you're not absorbing it, you're not like changing yourself, but you're just like, maybe this is something maybe there's something here, maybe there's a possibility. If someone says something that may sound rude, instead of being deflective, don't even absorb it, observe it. And then if you want and it sticks, there might be something that you may just want to look into. There may be some truth to what they said. And that's not bad. That's not a bad thing. That means that you're taking in, that your body's signaling to you, hey, what they're saying might be true. Even if I don't want to hear it, even if I don't want to listen to it, even if I don't want it to be true. But just the fact that you're pondering it, that's already a great step. That's like one of the first steps. Allow your reality to bend a little bit, because you'll find out a lot more about yourself than what you think. It's like our minds already are filtered as they are through our environments, how we grew up, and opinions, and all different types of things. So it's hard for us to see a full picture of who we are unless we observe it, unless somebody else observes us. It's like you can point something out about somebody and then they'll be like, oh, I didn't even know that. Yeah, because they're living the experience. But while you're being observed, it's something different. It tells a different story that we may be missing just because we have a filter on, right? Because we're in that experience right now, but somebody else is not in our experience telling us an observation about us. It's actually giving us more insight into who we are and who we're being and what frequency and what energy we inhabit, all types of good stuff. These are good things, right? This is opportunity, it's insight. So take it for what it is, receive it. You don't need to absorb it, receive it though, receive it. It's a message. And then just let it sit. Sit with it. You know? But yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's about it. It's that simple. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, consider checking out the rest of my other videos. I have a couple of the videos on my channel that go into more theoretical ideas that are probably gonna help you out just a little bit on this concept. So if you're interested, hey, they're there for you. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to start a discussion about this. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next one. Until then, I love you. Stay blah. Just peace, okay? Peace. Wishing you guys the best on your journeys.